This ELANTINE HYDROPIPER carpet, although beautiful and massively thick, there is one significant problem with it. It is overgrowing and it is now getting way too thick. So as you notice right here, it has gotten about 2 inches tall. So first I'm going to be cleaning my lily pipes. As you can see, the intake has gotten significantly dirty. So now first, while the carpet is lifting so intensely right here, don't want it to float to the surface, I'm going to go in and kind of take little pieces by the section, go in with my scissors and really just, break it up. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm just lifting it a bit and really going to decide on what section I'm going to start off with first. And I believe that the middle is going to be the best for me. And you can see here, come here with my scissors, really just make sure that I can grab a good chunk of it and then be able to then start sectioning that off right here. And so I'm hoping that, with this video, watching me kind of go through this grueling process, you'll feel a bit of reassurance on being able to, do this with your own carpet. It is a bit scary at first, obviously, because you are taking out a massive portion of your tank. But as long as you're patient, gentle with it, and stay clean, you should be fine. Just coming here to suction up a little bit of the just residue left over, just making sure that I keep the tank as clean as possible before I start cutting out that next section here. As you know, aqua soil once it starts breaking down, it does get pretty significantly dirty, and so you really want to take the opportunity to make sure that your tank is as clean as possible, making sure that the shock on your Aquascape afterwards is not as severe as it could be. So now I'm going to be breaking up these two portions here. As you can see, I've just cut off one area, but first I'm going to just do a little bit of a clean up. And because the lobelia is kind of right there, I'm trying to be a little bit gentle with how I am taking this portion out. I don't want the lobelia to get pulled up with it, because then we're going to have a little bit more of a cleanup to do, and realistically I want to keep those rooted in as much as possible. So while I'm here kind of cutting these final pieces out, I'll go ahead and skip over to kind of when it's been cleaned up. The crypts in particular, because the carpet has grown so thick, it is going to kind of show a lot of the stem. Crypts, typically don't like being moved that much. So now I have a little bit of debris on here, you can see, and realistically, because the carpet has grown so thick that you can see some of the plants like the lobelia over here on the left side here, you can see the stems and the roots just because it has been so thick, it's grown with it almost. So what I'm going to do here is just clean up a tad bit more before really going in and planting more intensely. So now I've run the filter a bit, cleaned up, did a bit of water changing here, and so just coming in with kind of a spade here and going to even out the aqua soil. I did pour a little bit more aqua soil on top to kind of replenish that nutrients in the substrate in particular, and so now I'm just going to come in here with my pincets and just plant as densely as I can. So right here is kind of a tray I've made with a fair amount of portions here. I think I'm being very generous with my replanting. And as you can see, I'm making sure the ELANTINE HYDROPIPER is really getting in the aqua soil, just because this plant in particular has very delicate root systems, and it does take a little bit of time for it to really kind of ingrain itself into the substrate. So I'm coming here also kind of with the backside of the spade here, just to really cover it, because there is a high likelihood of it just floating up over the next couple days, and we want to make sure it has the biggest chance possible to really just settle in. And you're gonna notice there's gonna be a little bit of difficulty. I'm gonna kind of slap it around here. You know, my end goal is to make sure that it can grow back out as quickly as possible, and for it to really, you know, have the highest likelihood of success. And so now you might be wondering what kind of, you know, what's the next step for the lobelia? And you can see here, I'm just pushing it down a little bit, cover up a little bit of the roots, but the end result is that it's going to need such a major cutback. And so that'll be the obvious next step here, just because it's grown so thick. And next I'm going to show you the end result. This is the tank exactly 2 weeks from when I planted everything. You can see that the ELANTINE HYDROPIPER has really started to grow back in. And I believe to really achieve that healthy carpet, especially after replanting, that you have to be as delicate with the process as possible and just make sure that the root systems can really have some time to ingrain itself. But I hope this video has been able to really provide a little bit of instruction on removing and replanting a thick carpet that may have grown in your aquascape, and provide a bit of reassurance on if you are just patient and gentle with the plant system itself, that it should grow back as long as the parameters are ideal for it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.